Good morning, it's Monday morning. I've just come down to the garden to see what needs cracked on with. I'm going to get some cuttings from my Grandad's chrysanthemums because he had about 12 pink ones which looked to be spray chrysanthemums, and 2 yellow ones which I can't remember which ones I want. I just asked him and he can't remember himself. So it looks like I'm just going to be taking cuttings up until the point at the flower, then I'll see what they are, then I'll mark them up. So I'm going to get a knife and I'm going to go up there and get started. So I'll catch you in a bit once I see what needs to be done. So I've been over to my Grandad's and I've picked out these chrysanthemums because he's just left them in his greenhouse. So I've taken some cuttings on which will be the same as the ones I've already got. So I want to be careful not to take too many or I'm going to be overburdened with exactly the same kind. So I think that's it for my cuttings. I'm going to leave everything else. Apart from the yellow one, which I've just found, like I mentioned before. I managed to find out which one it was because he basically left the flower on the plant itself, and I managed to find it, and there's still a tiniest little bit of tingy yellow on it. So I managed to find one of them anyways, but I've only managed to get one cutting off that. So I've moved that into the greenhouse, which is a lot warmer, to start getting the further cuttings off that one. So that's the only one I'll be doing, and I've just potted that up there. So I've got the little cutting on there, so that's that done and dusted. Just sitting in there soaking away. I do have other things which I need to be getting on with, which I'm going to start jotting down now. I just wanted to show you as well, just in here while I'm in here. I've brought a friend today, and it's by means of a 4-legged variety. So where are you, Lily? Hi, Lily. Say hi. Say hi, Lily. Lily, are you shy? Are you shy? Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. You've come to help, haven't you? Yeah. Just chilling in the greenhouse, aren't you? Yeah. Just chilling. So she's just coming down today to chill in the greenhouse. So I'm gonna get cracked on in here and then see what else needs doing. It's really warm. It's really warm today with the sunshine belting down. So I'll quickly just show you what I've been doing today. Of course I did all of them chrysanthemums. So I put all the chrysanthemums on the bench here. So these are the ones that's already rooted, all these ones here. Then these ones are the ones I've just taken today. So the ones I've just taken today. I've got sweet peas in here, which are just doing like the next experiment with them. They're just the ones that I found on the floor. I've snipped the tops off, and as you can see, there's 2 lots there. They're coming along canny. And these are the mini mums I've from the 10 pence Morrison's bundle. I've got my chilies up here, which I'll cover over. So I've just been having a little bit of a tidy up in here. So that's what's been happening in here. I'll show you what I've been doing outside. So all I've been doing is messing on with the fire, the new Franklin fire. So what I've done is I've cleaned off around this edge here. I've cleaned off all the way around, so it's all sorted, it's all clean. I've been messing about with the door as well, because this door's not for this one. So I've managed to get it on. It's sitting flush-ish. As you can see there, that's the smallest, that little gap there I need to sort out. Just that one. It's all sitting on there. I've put a new catch on, so it sits on there nice. So and what I've done is I've filled it up with water as well. So just to make sure that there's no water on the inside, make sure that the tank was refined, because there's no point in me fixing this all up for the tank to not be working. But that water there, that's on the inside, is from the outside, because there's a slight gap under there. So I need to fix that, make sure that's alright. So I'm going to get this covered up, and then I'm going to get that sorted out. Other than that, that's it. I'll show you what else happened inside this top greenhouse as well. Lilies. The liliums that I put in the other week, they've started poking through. So I'll show you. Find it. Where is it? There they are. There. So I'll just show you. I'll spin you around. So as you can see, they're the small bulbuses, and they started popping up, which is great. So these ones haven't yet, but as you can see, there is root at the bottom there, and that one there as well. So there is roots getting to the bottom there. The ones that's under here, I've just put the propagator tops over the top. The pink ones are starting to just pop up there as well, which is handy. And there's also some white ones which are popping up in there as well. So good start with that, good stuff with that. So but that's what's happening so far. I'm going to go home and we'll come back down tomorrow and get stuff sorted, because as of the middle of April I start my new job, so I need to get everything prepared, everything sorted. So all I need to do is just come down, make sure everything's alright. My granddad will help us out with the water and stuff like that through the day and make sure that the greenhouse doors are open and stuff. But the warm weather's starting to come back supposedly from Thursday this week. So we'll see how things go with that. But I'll catch you tomorrow and we'll see what we can get done tomorrow. I've just come back from the allotment. It's still Monday. I've needed to pot up sow the next lot of tomatoes. So I'll just flip it around and show you. So as you can see, these ones haven't germinated yet. So we've got just 10 across. There's 10 across there, 10 across here, and 10 across here from 2 weeks ago. As I've marked down on the little card there. I've just once again used a dibber, 5 spots, 10 seeds, and I'm just going to cover them up. Now the soil is nice and warm and damp as well. So it shouldn't be too long we'll see these pop up. So I've done that for them ones. With these ones, I've just snipped off some more of the Spanish and American toms. Just snipped some more of the kitchen roll off, and dug a little hole, popped them in, done. And as for the moneymaker ones as well, I've just used the 5 holes, 10 seeds. So then we'll get one more. Should get one more batch in these. Then that's my tomatoes done really. So we'll see. I'll update you on them. I'll see how we'll go over the next couple of weeks. As you can see, I'm down at, of course I'm down at the allotment. Plan is today is to get this bottom greenhouse sorted out, because I've still got some stuff that needs doing. So all this compost here, which I've put in from the tomatoes, I'm going to put it into the wheelbarrow and take out of here, and I'm going to see what's underneath the ground as well, because ideally I'd like to plant tomatoes in the ground. I'll do one side in the ground and one side, so that side in the ground, this side in the pots. So we'll see the difference between that this year as well. But that is the plan anyways, but we'll see what happens when I lift the blue stuff up to see what's underneath really. So I'm going to get cracked on with that. I'm busy digging out this to see, like I mentioned before, see what's underneath. I already had a rough idea what was underneath, but upon further investigation, there's some bricks and some stones on the bottom. Now, of course, this side here is holding up. It basically looks like it's a foundation for the greenhouse. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bash it with a hammer and try and just get rid as much as I can close to the side there, and go across the whole side and get that done. It looks like I'm in for the day for this one, so I'll show you afterwards and we'll see how things go with that. Hopefully I can get it done, hopefully I can get it sorted. The underneath, it's very clay, so I have to get some muck and try and sort that out, which I'll be able to get. So I'm going to get cracked on with that now. As you can see, this is the rubbish, the hardcore, should I say, that was underneath, which I've just piled off. It's taken us around about an hour to get rid of all of that, but I've managed to get it sorted, and the one side is now done. So one tomato bed is done. Whew. So now I've just got to move all of that and make one for this side as well. So I'm going to get cracked on with that, and you can see the final outcome when it's done and dusted. I've also rotivated this side as well, cultivated it. Like I say, it's a clay substance. So what I've done here is I've dug about a spade's depth down, turned it over, chopped it up, then I've added some of the compost from last year's tomatoes. Then I've rotivated it. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add some organic material. So I'm going to go pop over my Grandads. I'm going to get a couple of wheelbarrowfuls of cow manure, and I'm going to put it on top of there and then leave it. Or I'm going to dig it in. In fact, I'll dig it in. Then we'll that's what you use basically for you can use for, if you've got a problem with drainage, you can add some sand to the mix as well, and it helps drain all the way down. But for clay soil, I was told anyways that you use organic material to lighten and fluff it up. But it's not, to be honest, it's not too bad. The soil's not as bad now. I mean, it's still a bit damp and everything, but that'll work, that'll do. So I just need to feed the soil now, because this has never been fed before. So I'll go and get some muck and I'll feed it up with that. But first things first, I'm going to get the other side done. I need to get that side done there. What a mess! The amount of hardcore and that's just on them two sides was unbelievable. That was it all there. It's crazy. But good news is it's all done. So just bring you up. There we go. So that's the bottom greenhouse sorted out. I just need to put the manure on the top, which I'm going to do next. So that's that rotovated over. That's that rotovated over. Down a good 1.5 foot in depth. So that would be perfect for the tomatoes. So because I'll be able to get a fair few tomatoes. I have one at the front, one at the back with a depth. So I'm very pleased with that. So I'm going to get the manure out and I'm going to put it on the top and get sorted out with the rest of the bits and pieces which I'm going to get done. I've just been out and getting some muck, so that's that done. So now I have 2 large tomato beds in the bottom greenhouse. So that is that section done there. So it's another job crossed off the list. Things that need to be done. So I just need to tidy up this side. So I just need to tidy up that side, that mess there. But first of all, I'm going to have 5 minutes. And I'm going to do the top there, so I'll let you watch us dig the top over and rotovate it, because I've only got one bit to do today, so we'll see if we go with that. I'm going to get on with that now. Done for another 4 weeks, and I'll start. I'll put some more feed in and stuff like that, ready for the leeks to go in later on, in a few months' time. There was a bit that I've missed, but that's all right. It comes up lovely. So just put some manure on that side, so I'll leave it for a couple of weeks, and I'll do the same to that side as well. Next job I'm going to get started with. I'm going to get done with I'm going to do some hoops for the raised beds, so I'll have a think of what I'm going to do there first, then I'll show you what I'll do. Right, well, I've just popped these in. I've just measured them all out and cut them all out, so they're all the same size. So I've got enough to cover these 2 beds up there as well, and there as well. So, and then I've already got for this one sorted out. And then for this one here, what I'll just try is, what I'll do is, I'll just get the scaffolder's net, drape it over the top of there, and just tie it down the sides here, and that's that sorted out as well. So that's another job knocked off the list of things to do. So like I mentioned in previous videos, carrots and the parsnips are going in either this one and this one, then putting something else in the far one. But I'll have to retrace my steps and have a look to see what I said I was going to do, because I'll stick to that idea. So half an hour left. I'm going to go into here and I want to start tidying up in here. I'm going to bring that rosemary out as well, because it's thriving inside here. So I'm going to get sorted out in here. fact, I've had a change of plan. I've just seen what time it is, so I've got to go and get the little Kyle now. So I'll just leave this until tomorrow morning. I'll put the stuff outside. I'll put everything away. And we'll go with little Kyle. So I'm pretty pleased with what I've managed to get done today. That's the tomato beds done. The hoops for the raised beds done. One side of the trench done in the polytunnel done. So I'm getting a fair bit done. Quite pleased with that. So I've got what I need to do tomorrow. I need to tidy up in the bottom greenhouse tomorrow morning. Then I'll get that done. Then we'll see what needs doing after that. But yeah, cracking on, getting it done. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, Wednesday morning. Down at the allotment, I've got Kyle this morning while my wife's at work. So I've got 2 hours to get as much done as I can before the little tinker comes along and helps. So I'm going to get cracked on in the bottom greenhouse here and get the bottom end done. As you seen yesterday, I all got the tomato beds done yesterday, which are looking alright still. But I want to get that side done, so I'll show you before and I'll show you after as well. So I'll just turn you around. The mess I made yesterday, and it is a mess. So I'm going to get cracked on with that. I'm going to get all of that moved out. I'm going to find places with the rubble, and I'll show you afterwards. Just had a visitor, so I've managed to get the inside of here done, so I'll show you what I've managed to get done. Dave Shaw's been back down as well, and he's dropped some goodies off. I'll take you up to when I go up the top of the greenhouse, I'll show you them as well. They're going to come in fantastic for broad beans and peas and things like that, so thanks very much for those, Dave. So my little man's just arrived, but I'll show you what I've managed to get done and quickly what the plan is as well. So I'll just spin these around. Hi Kyle! Move your hand, say hi! Oh well, never mind, children don't listen. So, managed to get all of that tidied up. Now underneath here, I had a quick look, it's just flagstones. So I'm just going to leave that on top of there, keep things nice and clean. So next job is, I'm going to need some more bench space, and I've got these 2 benches. So from last year, so I'm going to put them up and I'm going to put them on that side there, and they'll go handy for me tomorrows and stuff like that when I do bring them down. So I'm going to get cracked on with that now. Hi Kyle. Cheeky monster. Right, so I've got these benches in, which fit perfectly on there, and I've also cable tied them to the sides. You see there, I've cable tied it there. So that's not going anywhere. I've brought some of the leaks down into here. It's nice and warm down here, even with the sun disappearing. So I've just got these ones down here. That's Cumbrian Semi-Cross one there, Cumbrian Semi-Cross, Cumbrian, and these are the giants on this side, which are miles behind, but I'm sure they'll catch up. They're looking alright, but I'm sure they're a little bit on the small side. And I've just brought these Cumbrians down here as well. So I'm just going to leave these ones down here, so it gives us a bit more bench space up the top there, in the top greenhouse, which I'll take you up to now. Right, so through here now, just open up the door. I've got a bit more bench space and I've spread these out a bit more. So that's them there. I've also received these today. So these are the things that Dave brought for me. Dave Shaw, thanks very much for them, matey. I've getting them sorted out. Nice big deep root trainers as well. So I've got 3 of them. But for the time being, I've got peas in here, so I've just filled them up and I've put 2 in per cell. And I'm just going to leave them up here. So whatever fails to germinate over there, I can have spares for putting in. So I'll leave them in here for the time being. But as for things going in here, everything's alright. Nothing's shown its head yet. Of course, I'm not expecting it to. But we'll keep you informed of what's been going on and what's happening when it happens. Well, so far today, me and Kyle are signing off, and I'll see what happens over the next couple of days, because they're pretty busy over the next couple of days. So yeah, we'll see what happens over at the greenhouse at home. I'll see what happens when I get there, see if there's anything pop through. I made a bit of a mistake with the tomatoes, as I didn't cover them the first batch anyways. I didn't cover this, so I noticed a couple of them have started developing roots, but as of plants themselves, hopefully over the next couple of days we'll get that sorted out, and we'll get some plants and get some signs of life. So if if I don't see you next time, I'll see you back up at home. Hi guys, it's Thursday. I'm just at home in the greenhouse. I've came in with one job to do today, and that is plot on the Asters mixed. Because as you can see, they're ready to be moved on. Now these were planted on the 5th of the 2nd, so 5th of February, and they're coming along lovely. They're lovely and green. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put them onto single cell trays. Now I've only got trays of cell trays up to 20, so I'm going to pop them into 2 or 3 trays depending on how many I've got. Then once I've done that, I'll show you around what's been happening in the greenhouse at home. So just bear with me 2 seconds. So as you can see, what I've got here is I've got my single cell trays 20. This is a propagator lid because I don't have any trays. So what I'm doing at the moment is letting the compost soak some water up from the bottom. And the compost mix is just clover, multi-purpose with some perlite and some charging added. So I'm gonna get started with this one because I've got this one already set and prepared to go. So as you can see, I've just dipped a few holes in there. Now I'm not sure whether or not I plant 1 or 2 per cell tray, but I'm just going to do 1 because the way I say it, 1 per plant. Each one of these is a single plant. So I'll start taking out the largest ones and put them into the cell trays, and I'll show you what it's like once I've done that. So just having a look at these to see which way is the best way to prick them out. I've managed to get my finger in and scoop out a small handful. So as you can see there, I've got a small handful. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and break the soil up so I can get to the single plants themselves, and I'll pop each one by one. So as you've seen before, the little clump of plants there, I find it a bit difficult to remove. So a little trick that I was taught a while ago, which has been repeated to myself by a few people actually. So get a bit of water, get your little clump of plants and just back and forward, wash the soil off, and you're left with the plants themselves. So what you can do with them is you can just carefully remove them. There you go. So there's 2 there, just a bit of a shake, and there we'll have one single plant there. Nice clean root system on there as well, and that just goes straight into here. Lay it on the side, finger push down all the way to the bottom, and just surrounded by surrounding compost, and that's another one done. So I'm going to get cracked on with these, but that's a handy little tip for those that did not know it. So I'm going to get sorted with these. That's them all potted into the cell trays. So we have 30 put in the cell trays there. So that's them Aster Duchess mixed in there. Now you'll be surprised how many I've actually used. So if I take it back up to the pack, I've still got all of them to go. I've only done around about a quarter, maybe just over a quarter of them. So I've got another 30 to go, but I've actually run out of compost, so I'm going to get some more compost before I can pot up the rest of them. And I've still got the missing chrysanthemum to pot on. I'll show you these as well. I've had these in the winter in the sitting room. These are the geraniums. So I'm getting a few off them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 missing altogether. So 8 of them germinated, but that'll do me. There's enough there to get a good sown off. The stadiums are coming up lovely. These are the giant cabbage that are in the ride cubes. I've separated them off. We've got the marigolds at the back, which haven't done very well, to be honest. These are the 2 new packets I got, and the ones that I kept and I sowed myself, there's only 1 come up, which is pretty pathetic. I'm going to have to go and get some more of them. The Tom Thumb and I can't remember what the other one was, but I know I'll have to write them on. I've said it twice, but I'm definitely going to have to write these up. I've got the pencils and everything now. I'll do that now actually. This Swan River daisies, not much of them have come up neither. Quite surprised with them. They're the ones I got off the eBay. Busy Lizzies, nothing's come up. Violas are coming up nice and steady. The chrysanthemums, the mini mums that I've put on here, they're all alright. I just need to water them off. I've taken the ones I had, the ones I took the sowings for, I've taken them off the top of there, and I've put the lobelia and the other Swan River daisies that were sent to me. And you can see they're coming up alright. The lobelia started to come up as well, so I'm pretty pleased with that. So hopefully we'll get any showing off them as well. You see the dahlias are coming along canny. Just put a propagator lid over the top of them, just to keep it nice. I've got mammoth improved onions. They're alright, they're sitting there coming along alright. I would say I'm trying them from seed this year. Instead of doing it in sets, they're doing alright. That dahlia's coming along canny as well. More Cornish giants potted on. Mini mums are the back there. They're the ones that I took the last time. And they're my Grandad's pot leeks. I've just potted up today. These are the ones I've selected up. That one attached, that were on the sides of this pot here. So the big ones, the ones that were on the side, I've taken off and potted up. I need to go get some more compost, and I'll do the rest at a later date. Ideally do them when they're pencil thick, but like I say, I didn't disturb much of the roots, so they're fine. Onions wise, we've got the Ailsa Craig, which I sowed first. The first batch of Ailsa Craig I sowed from an old packet of seeds. This is what came up. The mammoth improved, so them ones at the back there were from in here, and these ones I've just left in there. I need to pot them up, so I'll do that when I get some more compost. And these are the Ailsa Craig as well, but I found an old packet and I just popped them in, so there's more there. These Ailsa Craig onions are from the new batch. As you can see, they're coming up great. Come up with leaps and bounds. I'm going to wait till they're about pencil thick, then I'm going to take them, separate them, or I'll either put them in pots or put them straight in the ground, depending on the size you are at the time. Underneath here in the little grow room, which to be honest has been a bit of a failure. I'll probably move these lights in the house next year, but I've got a pendulum improved in there, which doesn't look like it's improving at all. I've got the heavy onions, which I've just potted on, them three there. I've got a couple in different spots to see what differences are regards natural sunlight and stuff like that, and just some leaks at the back, which are no good, to be honest, because they've got fruit damage on them. So that's what's happening in there. We've got our sunflowers for the sunflower competition. So these are the ones that were grown in the root ride cubes, which are all separated off and put in there. They're all these ones here are all from the Wilkinson's giant sunflower. So that's them ones, the single giant, sorry. I've got another batch of my Grandad's leeks there. These are from the first batch that I sowed. They're looking nice, they're looking alright. We've got the Musselburgh leeks, which are in here, and then I've got the second batch sowings of mammoth improved and red mammoth onions in the back there. They're just starting to come from the crook stage, so they'll be ready to be potted on as well. So a lot of potting on to do, just lack of compost has stopped us from doing it, which I'll get some more this weekend, and then I'll get cracked on with them. The sunflower that Chris Pugh sent me from the giant sunflower seed, there was only one out of the two come up. That's sitting up here nicely, so that's from the giant there, from Seb, who from a competition Seb had at Life at the Allotment. So I've got one to try. So yeah, everything's ticking along in here. I'm just not too approved with the marigolds. I'll probably get another pack and get them sowed in as well. These potatoes here are from last year's, so I've just put them in here. They're the biggest ones I had, so I'll put these ones in just in the back garden here. I'll get them for Elizabeth to put in, so see what comes of them. I'm gonna go and get some seed potatoes when I get some extra funds. I forgot to show you. I forgot to tell you about these actually. I popped into Morrison's and didn't walk out empty-handed. So I've got next year's hyacinth bulbs. So of course I already had these three, which I got for, I think it was 50p for the three. So I just put them into separate pots. Same with these ones as well. But these are the ones that I've getting. So two of them still had the flowers on. So what we're getting here is the what, 59p So that was for the mini daffodils, which I'll cut back and I'll have for next year. There's still actually one on there, so yeah, right, that's pretty. So one still on there. We've got blue, we've got pink, we've got red, all reduced down to 63 pence from £2.50. So there's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. There's 15 hyacinths in there, and I paid 120, 240, £3 for all of them. So it was like buy one get 4 free. So that's that. There's lots of things happening outside as well. With I've got tulips coming up. In there in the pots. Lots of tulips coming up on the back there as well. So I look forward to them showing. But that's me done today. I'm going back inside. I want to look after little Kyle, and I'm going to some more compost for the weekend and get potting on. So watch out for that, and we'll see how things go from there. Oh, I forgot to show you something. It's officially started. I've just come to check on the tomatoes, and we have liftoff. So there we'll have the first batch of Roma, which was sowed on the 7th. I've started popping up, which is great, and also Sweet Millions are just starting to pop up there now as well. So we have lift off with the tomatoes. So we're just waiting for the Tigerella, the Spanish and American varieties to show their faces, which hopefully they will do with the sun. Now popping through here most or nearly all day, and the money maker as well there. So I only sold them on the 19th. So yeah, I look forward to seeing them all pop up now as well. And I've got the next batch to sow in a couple of weeks' time, because I've already sowed a set from this week as well. So yeah, I'm going to shoot off, and I'll catch you whatever I do next. I had quite a productive day today. It's Friday. I've been down allotment on and off most of the day today. First lot of good news is I got a phone call this morning saying I managed to get my hands on some coal. So absolutely great. So me and my Grandad's been hunting that over here. So I've managed to get myself some duff. Not the beer, not the Simpsons. So I've got that in the fire to go all night. So at least I'll be able to keep things warm down here still, instead of just having to keep coming down later on just to pile it up with wood. So that's going to help out greatly over the next coming weeks and months, depending on how the cold nights come in and stuff. The other thing I've managed to get as well, which I'll take us outside and show you, I was talking to the lad next door, and he had something that he wanted to get rid of, so I said I would take it. So it's this little Jack and Jill bench. You can put anything, you can put a parasol in them or anything like that. So I'm just gonna get that painted. One other day, it's another project to get done, and I'll probably put that over here. So that's the plan for that. That's the fire roaring away now. Great. I'll bank it up, then I'll call it a night. So, hello to all the new subscribers. We're close to hitting 500 subscribers on YouTube, so that's absolutely fantastic. It is, it's great. I love speaking to every single one of you as well. I get some lovely comments from you guys. If you haven't already done so, head over, if you're on Facebook as well, head over to Dean's Lost the Plot Facebook page, and I've put a group on there as well, so you can get involved with them as well. I see a lot of people getting involved with the sunflower competition as well. Like I say, if you haven't got your seeds in, get them in. I may not coming along canny now. I've got several different varieties. As well as that, I've got lots of other things going on as well. So yeah, join in. It's look forward to seeing how everybody progresses over the coming season. So we've got the biggest sunflower for the head, and the widest head. So basically the biggest head and the tallest sunflower. Sorry, I'll get that right. But yeah, like I say, thanks very much for everybody for commenting and subscribing to the YouTube channel, and everybody over on the Facebook pages as well. It's always a pleasure to speak to you guys. Like I say, I've been getting some lovely comments. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll see what we get done next week, and I'll see you then. Over and out.